Hello, I'm Jacob, and I'm going to be showing you how to play Vienna by the Fray on acoustic. And this is a lovely song with just such beautiful instrumentation and chord changes intertwined with the melody. And I love playing it and listening to it, and hopefully after learning it you'll enjoy it as much as I have. So let's just get started. I'll jump right into it. Camera situated here. Hopefully you can see that pretty well. Anyway, you start with the capo on the first fret, successfully putting this in the key of E flat major. Starting with this, I'm going to call this a D chord, a D formation chord, even though I know this is an E flat major chord or a D sharp major chord. I'm going to call this a D chord just to make this a little easier to understand as I talk about the rest of the chord formations. You can play this with a pick. I did that in my cover. This is in a 3/4 timing, so it has a waltz feel to it. This is what it sounds like on pick. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. However, for this tutorial, I'm going to be finger picking, and it still has more of a subtle waltz feel, but the 3/4 is still there. You'll hear it in just a second. I think that gives the song a much more delicate feel, as it should sound. It should start delicately in the first half of the song. When it gets to the bridge, it should really build up into a crescendo. That's just my opinion, though. You can play it however you want to, depending on your personality and whatever helps you sleep at night, I suppose. But for our purposes, you can also hear the individual notes a little better when I'm finger picking as opposed to strumming like that. So I'll show you the chords for the first verse. It starts off with a D major, goes to a D sus2, a D sus4, and back to a D major. The suspended notes are actually the notes of the melody, and those suspended notes, when played on guitar or piano, they mimic the melody. So just keep that in mind as you're playing and figuring out what notes to play. And then after the vocals stop, it goes to a G major chord, G with the C sharp passing tone, and then finally ending on the G with the D. Now, you'll hear that walk up in just a second. This is what the entire guitar part of the verse will sound like. D sus2, D sus4, D major, G, C sharp passing tone, D. You hear that walk up. And that's played on the piano, the actual song. You can hear that and play that along, or add any other embellishments that you'd like. So that's the verse. It goes to the pre-chorus after that. It starts with an E minor, goes to an E minor with a C sharp added, and goes to this F sharp major. I'm not sure if this E minor C sharp added is actually played in the song, but I like it because it goes to that F sharp major very, very well. So this is what it sounds like. E minor, stays on here for a little bit. C sharp added. There's that F sharp major. You can play this F sharp major as the entire bar chord. However, I like playing it up here because I feel like it gives it more of a flourish, if that makes sense, as opposed to a grand feel. You can play it either way, but this is the way I prefer it. So it's up to your discretion how you want to play it. Then it goes into the chorus. And this is pretty easy to play. It flows very nicely on the fingers. It starts with a G major, goes to an A sus4, B minor 7. Repeats again, G, A, B. Then it has a D major turnaround. Then it goes to the G, A, B. And then for the I'm Already Gone, it goes to B minor, F major, then ends on that E minor. So this is what it should sound like. G, A sus4, B minor 7. G, A sus4, B minor 7. D turnaround. G, A sus4, B minor 7. B minor, F sharp major, E minor. Okay? And then it repeats back again, going back to the D's sus chords. And it just repeats itself completely, actually, throughout the second verse and the second pre-chorus and the second chorus. So we'll just go back to this E minor right before we're hitting the bridge. And on this bridge we have a key change. It starts off with the C major chord, E minor, D, E minor, C. It repeats again, and then for the this is the distance, A sus2. This is my game face, B7. Ending off with a B7 with that F sharp added on the pinky. You'll hear what that sounds like when I get to it. I'll play it for you. Alrighty. Maybe in 5 or 10 yours and mine will meet again. E minor. Straighten this whole thing, D, E minor, out. Maybe then honesty need not be feared as a friend or an enemy. So just repeat it again. This is the distance. That's the A sus2. This is my game face. See, so when I started, I played just a B7, then I added my pinky, and it gives it that final tension that's needed before the final chorus. The final chorus goes to C major, D, E minor. And that E minor is pretty powerful, so be aware of that. It goes to C, D, E minor again. The G is the turnaround chord this time, but then it repeats again. C, D, E minor. And because I'm already gone, goes to a C. Yeah, it goes to a C major, E minor. Then it hits this A sus2. And then for the This Is Your Maverick, it goes to C major 7. This is Vienna, A sus2. And then it ends on D, or B7. I'll show you what that sounds like. There's really no way to reach me. There's really no way to reach me. G turnaround. Is there really no way to reach me? And you can really strum down on that E minor to really emphasize the reach me part. 'Cause I'm already A sus2. So what I just played is C, E minor, A sus2. So then this is the final 3 chords, the lovely ending of Vienna. So this is your Maverick, C major 7. This is Vienna. It goes to an A sus2 and then a D. Or, as I said earlier, you can play So this is your Maverick, C major 7, A sus2. This is Vienna. Going to that B7. That gives it more of a creepy feel. It's up to you if you want to end it, on kind of a moody, sad note, or if you want to end it on more of a happy note with that D. It's up to your discretion. I'd prefer to end it on the D, but sometimes I'm just in that mood. But anyway, that is Vienna on acoustic. Again, let me know if there's any other tutorials that you want me to do of any of the other songs that I've covered. I'm happy to do them. They're actually quite fun. Let's see. Let me know if there's any way I can make these a little bit more clear to understand. If there's anything that helps you understand it. I mean, this is the way I learned it. This is the way that makes sense to me. So this is the way I decided to teach it. But if you have any other methods, just let me know. But thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful for you. And enjoy playing Vienna. It's a lovely song.